So the internet is bullying this woman, Stephanie Poetri. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy B. Today I want to talk about something very near and dear to me as a fitness practitioner that's been in the industry for decades. So apparently the internet's bullying Stephanie Poetri as she's, doing a food review as public figures be doing. For those of you who doesn't know who Stephanie Poetri is, she did this I think it's a pretty good song. I dig it. It's called I Love You 3000. Baby, take my hand. My mistake. I apologize for trying to sing it right there. But it's a very catchy song. It's dope. And she got body shamed, as the article suggests. Jadi dia lagi kenalin makanan Nusantara di New York. And then she got body shamed because this was before and after. Right. So this is current photo 2023, and the music video I Love You 3000 came out 4 years ago. So within the course of 4 years, she gained a lot of weight. I know it's not a very cool thing to do, body shaming, but before we move on, I just want to discuss the difference between body shaming and fat shaming. Body shaming is not cool because it's making fun of things that you can't change. For example, you have a crooked nose, or you have a weird jawline, or you have a freaking bald spot, or you went bald in your 20s. That's body shaming. Some shit that you just can't change or do anything about. Fat shaming, on the other hand, with all these fat acceptance movement, I don't really agree with, because fat shaming sometimes work, and I will explain myself later. So this is the post in question. It's uploaded by Rec Team NYC. Recommendations from people who actually know New York City to the world. And this is the post. Has 33,000 comments. Ridiculous. It's got 556 followers and 33,000. Oh, sorry, my bad. 33,000 likes and 633 comments. Every other post pales in comparisons, right? So let's check that out.
Stephanie, where can you find amazing Indonesian food in New York City?
Oh, by the way, sorry, before we continue with the video, just so you know, she's also the daughter of a very famous musician, Titi DJ, that boomers, Gen Z, throughout millennials are very familiar with. Titi DJ and Andrew Hollis Dougherty, I don't know how to pronounce that, daughters. And also signed by 88 Risings, friends with Rich Brian and Nicki. So yeah, she, I assume, would have a pretty good life. But, back to the post.
When I'm in town and I'm craving some Indonesian food, I go to Jakarta Munch at Urban Hawker. Do you wanna go?
Hell yeah, let's do it.
Yoo-hoo! So one of my favorite Indonesian food of all time is this thing called opor, which is like a curry. It's like
Me too, dope. Opor is freaking amazing.
a very
No matter which iteration, opor is always
mild coconut curry. The plan is,
ooh, I don't agree with mild coconut curry. I'm sorry. I like it thick. I like it borderline cholesterol giving thick curry.
you have to get that perfect bite with everything.
100%.
I love it!
Girl's eating. She's
Okay,
having a good time.
now-
But then you get the comment like, man, I do love you, maaf bukan nyinyir. Aku harap kamu bisa menyayangi dirimu yang cantik ini dengan jaga kesehatan, mulai atur pola makan dan olahraga. You know, the usual bullshit when you're trying to like fat shame someone. And then just udah harus intermittent fasting. Like, nobody asked for this unsolicited opinion. Oh, but please take care of your health. Well, to be fair, it's mostly a very, nice, polite way of people trying to remind you to take care of yourself because they're probably fans. But there's just comments like this, jangan makan terus ya nanti endut. Like, what the crap? And this guy, 0 posts, 0 followers, 0 following. This type of people makes my blood boils from day one of doing internet, making social media accounts just for the sole purpose of writing shit and hating on other people for fun. The most miserable, low life type of human being. God damn. So yeah, I feel bad for her that she got bullied. But then again, back to my original point. Fat shaming, in my opinion, is okay. Sometimes there are conditions for fat shaming to be acceptable. There are 2 conditions for fat shaming to be acceptable. Number 1 is intent. What's the intention of fat shaming someone? Is it out of spite? Do you just want to hurt the other person's feeling? Or do you actually legitimately care for the other person's well-being. And that alone still would make fat shaming okay, because you need the second condition, and that is you have to know the person personally. You can't be just some random guy on the internet talking shit about other people's bodies. You don't know what they're going through. You don't know how they be doing. Food is the most abused substance in the world. Substance like drugs, because when you're eating good food, it gives you a hit of dopamine. And fasting is the forgotten cure, and exercise, workout, is the most underused antidepressant or, dopamine giver. Because, working out also gives you dopamine, makes you feel good about yourself. Apologize if I'm sweating out of control. Jakarta's been ridiculously hot lately, and there's still no AC in the studio, so apologies for all the sweating. So yeah, those two conditions. Unless you know the person personally, it's not cool to fat shame someone. Also, I think there needs to be a third condition. Don't do it online in public, where other people definitely will chime in on it. So Stephanie Poetri, born 20 May 2000, so she's 23 years old. When you're in your 20s, it's super easy to be in shape, because you still got all the hormones right, your engine's still running perfectly well, you don't have that much baggage yet. Well, I don't know, maybe as like a high level celebrity like yourself, I don't know what's the pressure is like, but your body, physically wise, it's easy to be in shape. This is me in my 20s. Bragging a little bit there, I apologize. Then again, there's the reason number 2 for fat shaming to be okay. You need to understand what they're going through. You need to know the person. It could be mental issues. Maybe the certain someone is going through some shit, and then they find comfort in food, hence massive weight gain. Because I'm not gonna lie, delicious food makes you feel good about yourself, makes you happy. So again, you need to know the other person personally, in my opinion, in order for you to fat shame them, because you need to know what are they actually going through in their life, so that you can give them an actual piece of advice that comes from a place of concern, as opposed to just straight up bullying. I always try to get people that are addicted to food to just slowly change their habit. Try to introduce a healthier lifestyle, as opposed to ngelepas penat, ngelepas stress dengan makan. Why not try exercising? Go for a run. Hell, that's what I did back in my 20s. I was stretched out too. And I understand stressful life, stressful conditions. I haven't been a very good example myself. I gained a shit ton of weight over the last 3 years, going through COVID, going through depression, and not like some, I'm depressed, but actually clinically diagnosed by professionals and medicated for depression type stuff. And then I also have 2 jobs, I have a family that I have to take care of. So over the last 3 years, I haven't been taking care of my body. So I completely understand if you have a lot going on in your life, that might make it harder to maintain a good lifestyle. That just made me realize I haven't been a very good example. Sorry guys, tomorrow we're gonna get back on that grind, going to get abs again, because despite what a lot of people say in the fitness industries, having abs feels amazing. You look great, you feel great, you move great, raises your self-esteem. It's just awesome. Not all abs is a sign of healthy body, healthy mind, but most of the time it do be like that. So back to Stephanie Poetri. I just want to say to everybody that's bullying her online, just calling her fat, despite you thinking that you're telling her the right thing, it's not cool. Unless you know her personally and are doing it in private, don't do that. It's not cool. You think reading all that comments are gonna make her feel like, yeah, I do need to change? No, she's gonna read that and she's gonna feel not so good about herself, and then starts eating again. So you're just throwing fire to the gasoline. I need people to leave Stephanie Poetri alone, and do not fat shame, and do not especially body shame people you don't know. Right? The internet is a public space. You wouldn't call a celebrity that you don't know out in public, hey, why are you fat now? You need to lose weight. It's just so stupid. Don't do things or say things online that you wouldn't say to the other person in real life. Be human, guys. Come on. Have some decency. Have a heart. Anyways, I wish Stephanie Poetri all the best in the world. Whatever you're going through, I hope you do well in life, if any, if you're going through anything. If not, my bad. Again, I don't know you. I just want people to leave you alone, and everyone else alone in the future. Lastly, I just want to reiterate, please take care of your body in your 20s so that you build a great foundation moving forward. Because if you don't know, your body starts losing 1% of its muscle mass every every year after 30. So if you don't take care of yourself in your 20s, you don't start to build up that habit, you're going to start losing muscle mass. That means your joints are going to get weaker, your bones are going to get weaker, your body's going to get weaker. It's not about just looking good. Before I close the video, here's another thing about fat shaming. I think sometimes it's necessary, just it needs to be done by the right person and the right delivery, because it is directly related to health and a person's happiness in the long run. Well, it's very difficult, but you can, I guess, to be happy if you're like bedridden and sick. I'm grateful to have the opportunity to have family members that live to be over 80. I have a great grandmother that passed away at 103 years old. And guess what? None of them are fat. If you don't believe me, you can go to Netflix right now and watch this show called Living to 100 or something like that, where he goes to places where people live to be 100 and over and still active and functioning and healthy. For example, Okinawa in Japan. There are a lot of people in Okinawa that lives to be 100. 85-year-olds, running around, just doing being active. 105-year-old grandma, I think, still alive and active, and the brain's still there, is able to maintain conversations, brain still sharp, active. And guess what? None of them are fat. You don't see a lot of people over 80 fat and happy. Please, nobody take this the wrong way. I just want everyone to build a good lifestyle and be healthy and happy, because if you don't have the foundation of a healthy body, it's gonna mess up other aspects of your life. Just take care of your body first. So anyways, let me know what you guys think about the situation in the comments down below. Are you pro or against fat shaming? Also, if you're new here and you like my content, consider subscribing. It's free and it helps me out a lot. And if you think I'm an asshole, also feel free to comment down below. Let me know how I can improve and correct myself moving forward. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. I'll see you next time.